Welcome back to Just Talking with Dan and Seb.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Seb. And today is episode 36, we think.
Or maybe it's episode... No, I think it's 36.
Or maybe 37 or maybe 35.
It could be 37
Around
though.
that ballpark. Anyway,
Yeah.
Daniel, take it away. First item on the agenda.
So, breaking news. Facebook. Well, so let's get into it. Give me your phone because I'm gonna have to do some... Yeah, I need your phone. So, pretty much what's happened, guys, recently is Facebook have... Yeah, you need to log in. Facebook has deleted all of the Australian news channels off. All of their accounts have been blocked. So there's like no content. If you go onto Channel 7 or 9 or ABC, there's no content there anymore.
Oh, that's so strange. And why is that, Daniel?
So I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Kevin Rudd and he complained about, well, I think that Facebook and Google should pay Channel 7 and Channel 9 to use their news on their websites. So this is what to my understanding, this is the thing. I'm just going to Google it while Seb talks about things.
So I was walking to school the other day.
You don't walk to school.
I was driving to school the other day.
You don't drive either.
My mum was driving me to school the other day. And I get out of the car and I call Daniel.
Right.
And I ask, Daniel, where are you?
This didn't happen.
No, it did.
Did it?
Well, it was outside before our first class. I go, Dan,
Yeah, lol, got him.
You silly. You super silly boy.
Yeah. Oh,
No, yeah.
Whoa.
Don't
All right, you
cut
explain
me
the story.
off.
You explain the story.
And then one of my teachers for marine biology, she's very nice, by the way.
Yeah, we actually shout.
Yeah, Miss Trippy. Yeah,
Miss Trippy, we actually
she
shouted
asked
her
for a
out.
shout out.
Yeah.
She comes out of the classroom and she demands my phone.
Oh.
Because I was calling you to make sure that you're
That I was punctual to class.
punctual,
Yes, that's
and
really what you're worried about.
on time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do worry about that.
Oh, thanks, boss man.
And I'm not done yet.
Are you not done?
And she demands me my phone. I go, no. And she goes, yeah. I go, no. She goes, yeah. And I go, yeah, right. I give her
And
my
she asked
phone.
me for my phone. I went, no. And I put it in my pocket. She went, I'm going to have to tell the head of the year. I was like, okay.
And then I didn't get my phone back for the entire day and it was very disheartening.
Oh.
And, just made me quite sad.
So I'm just going to read this.
So that's the news from me.
There we go. Thanks. I've now found the article. So back to this stuff about Facebook taking all the news channels off Facebook. So this is just some ABC article that I found. Facebook is in a strong position to negotiate the government's media code. The company is probably willing to wear a backlash down under if it means stopping other countries following Australia's lead and forcing it to pay media companies for journalistic content. Nonetheless, for any country that may be seriously considering following the path forged by Australia, the popularity of Facebook versus that of the Morrison government will be of some interest. Popular cases are far more attractive than losing battles for most politicians, so they will be keen to see who emerges from the fight with the most public support.
Would you like to credit that source, Daniel?
It's ABC. It's just ABC.
That's great.
Insider host David Spears.
Oh, well done, David Spears.
Shout out to David Spears.
Now, I understand. Oh, yeah, you should pay. Facebook should pay the news places. Yeah. But the thing is, by just stripping all the news off Facebook, it's kind of going to damage Facebook now.
Well, it will damage Facebook.
It's going to damage Facebook. By doing that, by retaliating, it's going to damage their reputation. It's going to damage... people are just going to find their news somewhere else now. I mean, Facebook's already dying. Like, why are you going to do that?
I know. No, but it's backlash from... They're saying it's silly that they should have to pay... That they should have to pay for that content. Because I think the idea of... I think it's stupid as well. I think the idea of all of those free platforms like Facebook or YouTube, anything on the internet, if you're publishing stuff on the internet like that and it's a free site people go to, what's Facebook going to start charging people to see news on their Facebook? Like, do you reckon if Facebook has to pay for it to have all the news networks on Facebook, do you think that they're going to then charge users of Facebook to see that and have like a news section?
I don't know, Daniel. All I know is that Facebook is dying and I do not give a shit.
No, but it's not just about Facebook. It's setting a
don't
precedent.
care.
It's going to be all social media things.
What?
Well, because it's what the government is saying, you can't use that content without paying for it. Because essentially, I think the argument is that Facebook isn't paying any tax because they're not an Australian company and they're getting all this, what's the word? They're getting all this
knowledge.
No.
Info.
No.
Bro.
No.
Direct communication.
No. What's the word?
Of
traffic. They're getting all this traffic onto Facebook. Traffic. Thanks. They're getting all this traffic onto Facebook and they're not paying. They don't pay for it and it's all because it's got nothing to do with them. But I think that's a stupid argument because that's everything. Facebook, no social media platform.
Whose side are you on?
Facebook's, I think. In no social media platform is any of the content. Like if no one posted on Instagram wouldn't matter. So it's a silly argument to be like, well, Facebook should pay for the content on there. No, because Facebook's giving the platform to the, you know what I mean? Facebook's giving them that platform.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, journalism's dying anyway. You may as well. Now, I think, if anything, the government's fucked it up for themselves.
But the thing is, they still don't pay tax, do they?
No, but it's not. Facebook gives the platform, and everyone that posts on Facebook is giving the content that goes on the platform.
But get Benny T on here.
Get Benny T. He'll probably talk about
loves Kevin Rudd and how he's probably right.
Yeah, and how it's really bad because Rupert Murdoch's just going to control all of the media that everyone consumes in Australia.
Daniel.
Yeah.
What do you think about that little moustache that's growing?
I don't have a moustache, man.
It's kind of there.
No, I don't. Don't try.
It's kind of blonde.
Don't get me excited. I can't grow it.
There's a little something.
No, there's not.
It's very scandalous, Daniel.
What? You saying there actually isn't?
Your very blonde moustache.
My very blonde. There's like a couple of black hairs in there.
Yeah, no, there's not. There's not any black hairs.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's no black hairs.
Yeah, there is.
No, but I see some white hairs.
Maybe I'll just skip the dark hair phase. And
I wonder what you would look like with a moustache.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I can't imagine
when I grow it, but I still currently just can't grow any facial hair.
Prepubescent right now.
I know.
Not strong at all.
Got a sexy voice, but just no moustache.
It's just the voice and the.
Shout out to Uncle Cliff.
Oh yeah, Uncle Cliff. Thank you, Uncle Cliff, my uncle.
Seb's uncle.
For conveying his thoughts and feelings towards our podcast over the last couple of weeks.
He's sent us in detailed reviews every single week, and he'll be listening to this because I know he will be.
He's very passionate.
Very passionate.
So all my love goes out to him.
Shout out to Uncle Cliff.
If he's watching, which he probably is. Here's a little kiss for you as well.
That would have been really nice sound.
For all those people listening.
Yeah.
We can't actually get a gauge on how many people view our podcast anymore because it's
over so many platforms.
It's so spread out over YouTube and Anchor.
Anchor and Apple Podcasts and Spotify and
We used to get a good gauge because it was just over one platform.
Yeah.
But now it's over so many.
Well, you can sort of calculate. You can actually add it up.
Do you know why? It's because we're really influential.
Yeah, we're such big influencers.
I've never heard of anyone so influential.
Quite as influential as us.
We're not quite on Akinator yet. We can't find ourselves on Akinator yet.
Did you try and find us on Akinator?
I tried to find Just Talking on Akinator today.
Really?
Didn't work.
What came up?
Forgot.
Did you try and find Dan and Seb on Akinator?
Yeah, I tried that as well.
We're not there yet. I'm pretty sure you can add things to Akinator though.
What?
You can add people and stuff to Akinator.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So maybe we'll add Dan and Seb and Just Talking to Akinator, and then people will be able to, because all those hardcore Akinator fans,
all those 12-year-olds in 2016.
Yeah.
On Akinator.
I used to love Akinator.
You just go on there,
and it was $3, and I had to beg my mum to buy the app.
Is it really $3?
I was like, yeah, $2.99.
I thought it was a website as well.
It's funny. I thought about it. I haven't bought an app on the App Store in so long.
You've only just bought Clash of Clans coins.
Yeah. Oh, one time when I was little. This is a fun story. When I was, it's actually not that fun. It's just a story. When I was little, when I say little, I mean about 10. I was playing Clash of Clans, and I needed some gems, as you do. Now, mummy, I needed gems for my Clash of Clans. Now, my mummy's credit card was obviously on the Apple ID, so I just kept spending money on gems, and I literally racked up like almost $100 in gem bills. And then mum went, "Why is there? Who's been trying to buy Clash of Clans things. Well, I don't know. And I went, Mum, we must have been hacked. She's like, right, I'm going to delete all of the stuff on all the iPads. And I was like, no, it was me. It was me, Mum. It was me. It was my I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she was hell mad at me. But I just didn't want her to find out. So I said we must have been hacked. You know?
Did you get grounded?
No, my parents never did the grounding thing.
No? What was the most strict thing that they did?
Well, the most like groundy thing they ever did where I was grounded would have been when I was about 8, maybe, or 9. So not too long before the Clash of Clans event.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, we had this catch up with my primary school year group. And at this time, this kid, who I won't mention his, well, it doesn't really matter, but anyway, this kid he was a good friend of mine.
Give him an alias.
Kevin. So Kevin, his name's Kevin for the sake of the funny. Kevin was in our year group and he had left the year before, and we had this big catch up with everyone in the year, like at some park, a little picnic with everyone. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Kevin wants to be here. So I knew his house was close, but it was a good 1.5 kilometers away.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, it's pretty close. Like, I know it's close. So I walked all the way there, and I didn't tell anyone. I was like, oh, I'll just pop down the road, go get him, see if he wants to come. So I left. I was probably gone for 15 minutes, but Mum freaked out because no one knew where I went.
Mm.
And I left, and I got him, and then his mum got in the car, and with Kevin, and we drove back to the little park we were at. Everyone was at, and my mum was so mad, and we left straight away, and I had to go in my room, and she was really angry because I just disappeared. But
as you do.
Yeah, but that was I was only gone for...
What year was that of school?
I was in year 3 or 4, maybe, year 4.
Loser.
So maybe I was 8. I don't know.
Do you ever just wish that you could, like, shoot webs out of your wrists? Like Spider-Man?
No. Oh, well, of course. Everyone wants to be a superhero. Who's your favourite superhero? You really can't decide?
No.
No? Everyone likes Spider-Man.
Not to be a little quirky bugger or anything, but, you know, I read a lot of Deadpool comics when I was a little lad. And I thought they were pretty funny, so...
I didn't know anything about Deadpool until the movies. But
He's just some dude that can't die, full stop.
Yeah, well, I used to watch Superhero Squad. Do you remember that? Superhero Squad.
Nah, is that a TV show?
It was a TV show, but it was, it was like
was that 99
little
Go
kids. No, it was on ABC 3. I was an ABC 3 kid. I really didn't live the whole 99 Go life.
I lived a little bit of the 99 Go life, you know, Adventure Time, regular show.
See, I never really grew up with them, watching them.
You never watched Adventure Time?
No, I have, but it wasn't something that I remember as part of when people say, like, oh, what shows did you watch when you were a little kid? I'd never say Adventure Time.
Have you seen a lot of Adventure Time though?
Not really, only a bit.
Oh, boss man, I gotta watch some Adventure Time with you. It's real fun.
I
need to rewatch Adventure Time. I miss
all of Adventure. So you can't watch good TV shows, so you can watch Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's one of those things. It's like The Simpsons, or a lot of TV shows that aren't like narrative, and just every episode is a new thing, and you can easily just go in at any point.
Did you ever watch Bravest Warriors?
No.
That was like a web series.
Yeah.
It was a cartoon, and it was very crude. But
Did you ever watch Spliced?
Oh, I missed that.
You know, they're on that. It was like...
They got like morphed together, the animals.
And they did like the Batman transition from the 60s, the da-na-na-na-na, where the bat appears.
Yeah, they'd always do that.
Yeah, and they do that, but it was mayonnaise, bow wow. And it was like this mayonnaise, I remember. And no one used to ever get it when I'd be like, oi, mayonnaise, bow wow. And no one would get it.
No, I miss watching that. That was a good show.
Yeah, Spliced. There was like a cow pig thing.
No, it was cow chicken.
Cow chicken? Yeah.
Was it pig chicken?
Yeah, it was a pig. No, my favorite, I used to really like Superhero Squad because it was like the event. That's actually the reason I have so much. Like, I realize, like, I do know a lot about all... Like, I've never read a comic, really, in my life, probably.
Should start.
Seb's comic review.
Did you ever watch Teen Titans, the animated?
No. So, I mean, I really just didn't live the 99 Go life. I just didn't.
Tisk.
But a lot of the Marvel knowledge I have is from watching Superhero Squad.
One of my favourite shows was on 99 Go. Like, as a... You know how, like, you're like a kid, and then you're...
You know how you're a kid and then you're not a kid
and then
anymore?
you're kind of like a tween?
Yeah.
You know? When I was a tween, 99 Go.
99
When
Go.
I was a kid, ABC 3.
I still watched ABC 3, but there was a few
When I was
shows.
a toddler, ABC 2.
Yeah.
Now, Criterion Channel.
Criterion Channel. We kind of missed out on like the giggle and hoot
Shout out
era.
to George Sakasiris for watching Harakiri tonight. Thank you.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he might be.
Oh, that's cool.
I gave him my Criterion Channel account, password, and username.
But we sort of missed out on that era of like giggle and hoot. That was a bit after us.
That was. I never liked watching Giggle and Hoot.
Well, I felt like I
never
always
watched it. I was on ABC3 at that time.
Yeah, I was 10. It started in 2009.
Yeah.
So we were like,
we were on the ABC3
I was 6. I mean, I feel like it's kind of, maybe I would, by the time I sort of, it was kind of too late for that.
What did we watch in ABC2?
I don't remember really.
Do you remember
Play School.
Oh, yeah, Play School, classic.
Classic, Play School.
What else was there? Did you ever watch Yo Gabba Gabba?
Oh, Yo Gabba Gabba. Yo Gabba Gabba was in the most recent episode of WandaVision.
Oh, yeah,
on the TV.
That, yeah.
They're watching in WandaVision. Not really
Classic.
a spoiler. I don't think it ruins, I don't think it ruins anything, but on the TV in the background in WandaVision in the new episode, really good. If you're not watching WandaVision, watch it. Although you should probably see all the other MCU movies.
But it was more. This episode was Modern Family. Yes.
Yes, it was themed like, if you don't know, all the episodes of WandaVision are based off a different era of like sitcom television. So it starts in the 50s and we're in early 2000s now. We're just in the noughties, and it was like a Modern Family vibe.
You reckon the next episode is going to go 2010s, or it's just going to go?
I think we're at the point now where it's going to break the thing. Maybe not. I don't know, but because I don't want to spoil it, but because of what happened at the ending of the episode, I would assume that maybe they'll break the whole TV thing.
I've only seen
the last 3.
I've only seen the last 3 episodes, but I think I understand most of it.
You can borderline get away with not like. It's still good to see them all because they reference shit, but you can get away with the first 2 they released together. Together. The first 2 they released together because they're very like literally a sitcom. Like there's no hints of, you know how now it jumps back and forth between sitcom and the real world.
Yeah.
The first 2 don't do that at all, except for like one little bit. So I think that's why they released them together.
What other
So the people had
Marvel
something.
TV series are coming out?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier on March something, but that's not. I think that's going to be very feel like a Marvel movie and not have as much of a different vibe. Like, you know how WandaVision's a very different vibe to any other Marvel thing.
Yeah.
I think Falcon and Winter Soldier is much more stick to the formula. I'm assuming, and then there's the.
I'm just gonna see what I can watch Adventure Time on.
What other Marvel shows coming out? I really can't remember. Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Is there a Loki
Hawkeye
one?
show. Oh, the Loki show, the Hawkeye show. Hopefully, the Black Widow movie's coming out at some point. I mean, it's bound to happen at some time. You just,
What's Binge?
Binge? I don't know. It's some other streaming. There's so many streaming platforms out there now.
Who owns Binge? I remember someone Oh no, it's Jada that owns Binge, and she said she'd lend it to me.
Oh, what is on Binge? Is there anything helpful?
It's all
on
TV
Binge?
shows.
No, I'm pretty sure Harry Potter's on Binge. I don't think it's just TV shows.
It's just TV shows.
I swear, I've seen TikTok ads for Binge, and it's got Harry Potter on it.
I don't see any.
You want to know a fun story?
Yeah.
I was watching this thing on Snapchat.
Don't care.
Oh. I was watching this thing on Snapchat, and it was this dude. He got polio in the 50s. He was 12. I told you about this. And now
the iron lung.
The iron lung guy.
Yeah, I don't know the last guy with the iron lung. I've seen that little Vice documentary on YouTube.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's just a weird. It's just
he just
imagine living your life. He wrote a
lies down
whole
all
book.
day?
He wrote a whole book with a stick on his mouth and then a pen, and he would tap the keys, and he wrote a whole book. He's a lawyer. He graduated. He's an actual certified criminal lawyer.
And he just sits there in his iron
And he just can't do any. Imagine. It seems like just a depressing life, but I guess that's the whole point of his story.
He watches TVs by looking up at a mirror which points to a telly.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's the whole point of his story, is that he's very inspirational because he still has the will to live,
in an iron lung.
But it's funny. It makes you just feel so bad about ever complaining about anything when you see people like that.
Do you reckon he can move his body just in that iron
No,
lung?
he can't. He's paralyzed from the. That's the whole thing. Is he can't breathe.
Fair
The
enough.
way the iron lung works is it sucks air. It vacuums air into his. He can't control his breathing. The only reason he's breathing is because of that. That's why he can't get out of it.
So he's paralyzed from neck down or something.
Yes, yeah. But I think it didn't start like that because when he was younger, I think it started at his legs or something. He couldn't walk, and then it just worked its way up.
How do you reckon he poops and shits?
That is a good point. That also is.
How does he do that?
That is very.
How do they get the shit out? And does he even eat? Does he eat?
Yeah, he has to eat, of course. Or he'd die. He just breathes for him. He still has to. Actually, you know what's a good point? Have you seen that dude on TikTok who doesn't have legs? And he's bald and he has a moustache and he's an inspirational speaker guy, motivational speaker. And he goes around talking to people and being motivational. But and he always ends all of his TikTok videos with, and I pee like everybody else. Because obviously that's his most asked question because he has no legs.
Yeah.
But he literally, it looks like he's cut off at the waist. And so the fact that he's cut off at the waist, I was like, so do you have, like, and he walks around with his hands and he sits just on obviously what would be like a stump because he's got no legs.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. When he always
does he sit on his dick?
This is what I'm saying.
Does his dick
it looks like he's cut off before his balls. So when he ends every video with, and I pee like everybody else, I'm like, but
how?
Where?
Maybe they made like a little prosthetic thing for
Who
him.
knows? And on a separate thing, I mean, there's a few dudes out there that are, and there's a few people that are like, real life Ken doll, real life Barbie.
Oh yeah,
all the surgery.
The guy who is the real life
Ken doll has transitioned now. Yeah. He said he would do that. I watched an interview like 2 years ago. She said, I watched this interview 2 years ago, and she was like, yeah, maybe when I get older, I'll transition to a woman because I don't want to be an old man. And now she's done it. But there was this other guy, and he's also a human Ken doll, and he said,
there's so many of them.
There's a few of them, and he was like, there's kind of this guy. He looks more like a Ken doll, I think, than her now. I can't remember her name. Anyway, the other guy, he said his next procedure was like he wants to just get rid of his genitals and just have a smooth, literally like a Ken doll.
Yeah, I've seen there's like this guy who has lots of plastic surgery to like become a genderless alien.
It's scary. It's just
I mean, whatever you want to do.
No, yeah, but like
we won't judge, but it's like.
But no, because this guy was like, I just want to get rid of. I don't use my genitals anymore, so I assume he just goes to the toilet and doesn't fiddle with the. Anyway. Sorry, mums.
Sorry, mum.
But so I guess you just have one hole then. You just have, and it'll just, I don't know, they must just reroute.
Well, if he wants it smooth, then.
Well, he's got to have, you can't not go to the toilet.
I mean.
It's not, you'll die. Sorry, only Kim Jong-un.
Only Kim Jong-un.
And his family. They don't go to the
toilet.
So he must have one hole somewhere that it'll just, anyway.
Drains out, just a pit.
Yes. And
just
on that
a void.
And on that note of where this guy pisses from, just drinking. Just drinking.
Just drinking.
Just drinking. Yeah, baby. Today we're joined by Fresh Up Big Fizz. I don't know.
Give it here.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, baby. Today we're joined by Fresh Up Big Fizz Fajoa Burst.
Fajoa?
Dunno. Fizzy fruit drink. 500 millilitres.
500 millilitres.
It's got apples. It's got fizz.
No, I don't think it's apples. It's Fioja.
It's same thing.
Fioja?
Well, that looks like an apple.
I know, but it's a Fioja.
Oh, all right.
However you say it. Sorry for saying it wrong.
Let me get the fine print.
I want to read the fine print.
Don't even care, boss man.
It says Fioja fruit. Thank you.
Quenching thirst since 1962. Fresh Up, baby.
Bow.
Fresh Up is a registered trademark. Best before. See base of can.
What's it going to say? Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra. Is that what it's got at the end there?
Yeah.
All right, let's crack it open. Give it a crack.
Can is made of aluminium. Please recycle. I think it's Fayoa because
Fioa?
you know how J can be pronounced as a Y.
Who knows? Someone correct us on
Fayoa? Fizz? Thank you.
Thank you. It says Big Fizz, but
Big Fizz.
Big Fizz.
But if this is not fizzy, we're going to give it a lower number.
Yeah, lower number. If it's not, it's got a big claim there. It's in big letters on the front. Big Fizz.
It should be a big fizz. If it's not a big fizz, my heart's not going to fizz.
Big Fizz.
Crack it open, boss man.
Crack it open. But what my real question is, what is the scale of fizz?
Yeah, but you just got that up. You got that question from your dad.
Yeah, my dad, when we picked this up, he was like, what is the scale of fizz?
What is the scale of fizz? What's the most fizzy? Okay.
Oh, I don't know if that... Bit of a sizzle.
It's pretty fizzy.
All right, I'll pour it. We haven't had a good pour in ages.
It's a big can as well.
Yeah, you pour now?
Big can of Big Fizz.
Oh, it smells very interesting.
Okay.
No, I'm just... Wow. I've not... I cannot think of the last time I smelt something like this. Do you know... It doesn't smell like apple.
It's a bit licoricey.
I guess. Is that what you would describe it as?
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, yeah, I guess.
I can see the Big Fizz though.
Yeah, there looks like there's quite... Mine actually doesn't look quite as fizzy as yours. Mine looks a bit cloudier.
Big Fizz.
Big Fizz.
Fizz your big.
Fizz your big.
Fizz or die.
Look, yours looks heaps fizzier and not as cloudy as
cheers.
mine. Maybe we had to shake it. Anyway, taste it.
Oh. It's a bit... It's almost like a kind of low-key fruity sarsaparilla.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't... But you kind of get... You know how like you used to drink a little bit of sarsaparilla, it's really nice, and then you drink a lot, and you kind of like, you feel sick now?
It tastes semi-fermented.
I don't feel like I'm...
Do you get like a tiny bit of fermented taste?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit fermented, a little bit sarsaparilla. I don't know.
That is interesting.
I'm enjoying this Fresh Up Big Fizz.
Fresh Up Big Fizz.
For your burst, baby.
I really don't know how I feel about it. Like it's really
something. I quite like this.
I do like it. How much sugar's in it? It's only 51 grams per serving. In this one can is 51. It's very. It doesn't taste that sweet, does it? I don't think it tastes. I think like a Coke or a Solo, any of them would taste way sweeter, but this has more sugar.
I mean, it is Big Fizz, so I'm really feeling that fizz.
It is fizzy, yeah. It does live up to Big Fizz. I think it's quite
All right,
nice.
we're going to mark it on 2 scales. Number 1, fizz scale.
8, good fizz.
8, good fizz. I think so too. What do you rate it on the taste scale?
Taste scale. Maybe you should start doing that with fizzy drinks. Should have fizz scale, taste scale. Jesus. Oh, it's done though. I'm going to give it a 7.
I'm going to give it an 8.2.
Wow, that's very specific.
I know.
All right, I'm going to bump mine up actually to a 7.13. Yeah, 7.13. Seb sipping.
Oh, I quite like this. I might get it again sometime.
Fair enough. 7.13? What are you giving it?
Motherfucker, I just said 8.2.
Oh, yeah. Just drinking.
Just drinking.
Okay, so to some other interesting news.
My thirst has been so quenched, Daniel.
By that Big Fizz.
Big Fizz. Fresh Up Big Fizz.
Fresh Up Big Fizz.
I feel so hydrated.
By the Big Fizz.
By the Big Fizz.
Anyway, exciting news. So, in Australia, in WA.
Exciting.
Exciting. In WA for a long time, there's been people begging the government. Just some people begging the government to make a big film studio. Because a lot of people...
It's kind of like, you know how like there's, in America, West Side, you know, like...
Yeah.
That's where all the movies are made in California. We're kind of like the West Side of Australia.
Anyway, there's no film stuff really that occurs in WA, and hopefully that's going to change now because in Freo, they're building a big state-of-the-art industry standard blah blah big film studio, like a legit one, like a full-on legit big film studio.
It's just for Screen West though.
Is it? Yeah, but I'm sure they'll big movies will come here, and I'm sure they'll like rent it out to film studios.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
which is good though. It's good. I think it's great. Of course,
you know what isn't good, Daniel?
What isn't good?
You know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears, Seb?
How like
that was so anticlimactic.
You know how there's like a lot of film studios in America?
Yeah.
There's only one in Australia.
Yeah, because no one has enough money. Only the government does.
So there's only one in Australia.
Yeah.
Which is Screen Australia.
Yeah. Which has the little subcategories of Screen West and Screen Queensland and Screen New South Wales.
And they only fund films that are, you know, like promote tourism. You know,
That's true because there's not enough. But hopefully, this will bring filmmakers to WA.
yeah, it will, but that doesn't mean they'll. I'm sure there's already a
I mean,
ton of filmmakers wanting to get their work out, but they can't because the only things that are funded by Screen West are Australian stories that are that are highly controlled by producers.
that's true. Well, hopefully this will change it because now it's anyway. So there was.
It's a good thing. It's still Screen West kind of bad.
But hang on, it's better than. Would you rather be no film studio in WA?
Yeah, no, I'm saying
It's gonna
good.
change-
It's good,
I
but
think it'll
still
change the
it's just
environment
kinda
totally. Because I don't think there's any big. I mean, how many big film studios are over east? I don't think
What do you mean over east?
like in
the US?
no over east in Queensland and New South
There's none.
Wales.
There's only like Screen Queensland, Screen
Yeah.
New South Wales.
So there's not many. So this is going to bring a lot of film stuffs to WA. I think it's a great thing.
That's true.
You know, and hopefully it's not just shitty Australia films, and hopefully
this
there's
could
some
be-
good films.
This could be really good for us.
Anyway, it was.
as filmmaker men,
It could be a good thing for us. Yeah,
just on the cusp of our adulthood.
adulthood, budding career things.
How many more months, boss man?
What until we're free?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we finish November or
No,
October.
No. Our age, boss man.
Oh well, you're 18 in 6 months. I'm 18
11
in
months for you, big boy.
No, it's 10.
Whatever.
Anyway, no. So this thing, there was some nice photos put out with sexy Mark McGowan, Premier, and Kate Walsh, and Tim Minchin. Tim Minchin was there as well in this photo.
What a nice, handsome fella.
Yeah. So Kate Walsh, for everyone who doesn't know, is big actress woman from over in America,
And Tim Minchin is big musical maker man
from Australia.
from Australia. He's also a comedian.
He's also a comedian. He's very good, Tim Minchin.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he lives in London now.
Oh, well, he must. I wonder why he's over here. Are you sure he lives? I mean,
Or
I doubt
maybe he's come over here for COVID, but
Yeah, I'd say so because I doubt he popped over to take a photo with Mark McGowan for the film studio. And
did Mark McGowan post about it?
I don't know. I don't know. Hugh Jackman wrote a thing about it, like, "Oh, this is so great for WA," because obviously, Hugh Jackman went to Whopper here.
Where did he write that on Twitter?
I don't know, but I think Mark McGowan reposted a thing that Hugh Jackman said about, "Oh, this is so great for WA." Blah
On
blah.
what?
I don't know. I saw it on the internet.
Oh, we got to elaborate.
Twitter,
boss man.
Instagram, doesn't matter. People will be able to find it if you Google this stuff. You'd be able to
I
find
found it. Hold on. This is Mark McGowan. This morning I was joined by some big names, including Tim Minchin, Ben Elton, and Kate Walsh for a big announcement. But the fact is, having a world-class film studio and film and screen studio here in WA will mean so much for people right across our state. Many West Australians work in the arts, and it'll mean that sector can continue to grow in exciting and new ways. It will bring national and international talent to WA, bringing new exposure for everything we have to offer. This is probably the biggest sector in WA is mining.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
this will blow it up.
Yeah, I feel like this will be probably the new
Big
because
thing.
mining's eventually going to phase out.
Not completely, because we're never going to stop actually mining.
I know, but it's not going to continue to be the biggest
Grow.
sector in WA.
Yeah, it will be for a long time still, I reckon. But the thing about WA, what's good, this is what a lot of people say.
Hey, I'm not done yet.
Oh, you still going?
Mr. McGowan's still speaking.
Oh, Mr.
big
McGowan's
boy.
still speaking. Keep going.
It will mean more projects for local actors, writers, directors, and crews. There you go. And opportunities for them to learn new skills and put their work on a global stage. And with more on the table, it'll be easier for those artists to base themselves in WA. It will bring more activity to other parts of our state as well, making it much easier for productions that need a combination of on-location and studio shooting to be made in WA. As we've seen from the recent productions which have been filmed in our regions, that being do you know The Heights?
Oh, yeah, the Heights, yeah.
Yep.
That was it.
No. These projects bring activity, business, and opportunities to the towns they visit. I feel like the government, not done yet, but I feel like the government kind of realised that the more stuff that they produce in their state, the more people come to live in the state for a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
then
that-
leave.
It's better for the economy.
What is...
Hey, I'm not done yet,
okay,
Trish.
keep going. Daddy
The
McGowan's still talking.
The studio is also a substantial construction project and will create jobs for local workers over the coming years. But most importantly, the studio will mean more Western Australians can tell the West Aussie stories to the world. This is the whole thing about, this is all that's funded is like West Aussie stories.
I know, but it won't because no. But think about the level of like, for example, Chris Hemsworth. Since I don't know, like Thor Ragnarok filmed in Queensland, or in Sydney, or whatever. That was a stupid thing to say. He got his big name. He just went, I don't want to go to America for 4 months and film a movie. You come to me because I'm the big star. So shit like that will happen,
What a nice guy.
I was going to say before.
And show everyone why we love our state so much. So while this studio might mean we see stars like these in our screens, a thriving local film industry has the potential to mean so much more. That's it. And
It'll be great.
There's a bit of him on Instagram speaking
with Kate Walsh.
Oh, I'll play it through the...
I'll play it through the... Yeah, play it through the Bluetooth. Go.
Hi, it's Mark McGowan here. I'm here with Kate Walsh, right in the heart of Fremantle, on Victoria Quay. This is where our plan for a new film and television studio will happen, right here on Victoria Quay. It will create thousands of jobs for West Australians. It's taking film and television, which is growing in Western Australia, to the next level. It's a great project for WA.
We're super thrilled that the first studio in WA is going to be built right here in Fremantle, Western Australia. There's so much talent here, right here in WA, and we can't wait for the world to bring their productions here.
This will be great for jobs, great for Western Australia, great for diversification, a wonderful project for our state.
Awesome, there you go. So, yeah, it makes sense that it's being built in Freo. I thought that was an interesting thing.
There's a lot of Bohemians that...
Well, it's kind of the arty old place. So it makes sense that that's where they build it. But what I was trying to say before is...
It'll probably make the Freo's economy...
Really good, yeah.
Good as well.
The thing is, what's great about WA?
Oh,
WA. What's great is that, we've got beach, we've got big hills, we get rain, there's desert if you go far enough. Like there's a lot of physical, you've got city, there's a lot of physical location that there's a lot of potential to film a lot of stuff on location here because it's quite a,
I want to see if, I feel like maybe the state's population might
go up because it is.
Oh yeah, I reckon so.
Fair enough. I guess
a lot. I
kind
mean,
of true.
There's a lot of different factors that have made WA a bit more WA.
Yeah.
A bit more, like important in the whole state.
Yeah, I guess.
Battle.
The battle of the state.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Okay, so we're like the only state in Australia right now that's actually dealing with COVID, which is making our economy go up a bit.
Because what? Because the rest of them are just like, fuck it, and God bless soon. What do you mean? They're all in lockdown and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're all in lockdown, so the economy can't keep.
Oh, yeah, because we're so good. Yeah, because we're so cool.
We're so cool
WA.
In WA that,
yeah,
not many things have been hit as bad.
That's true.
So our economy is actually doing really well now. And, yeah.
And, yeah.
I don't know, it might attract more people to come over here.
That's true. It probably will. It will.
Which will make the economy even better.
And it'll be good for places like Whopper because there'll be more actors that will choose to come over here and stay here and they'll be in big films at the big film studio.
Ooh.
And maybe they'll it's a government owned thing, so maybe they'll do stuff with we're doing our film TAFE course, so maybe there'll be stuff that they'll they're both government run, so maybe there'll be something like, oh, you do a little bit of time at a film studio. So maybe there'll be potential for people to get jobs directly out of TAFE or whatever into being a camera assistant or whatever, or an actor or blah, 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 in stuff. So that'd be good.
A lot of things are going well.
Yeah.
And I reckon in the next 10 years, things are just going to go even better.
For us or for
everything?
WA?
For WA and us.
WA.
Because, it's exciting how this is being built right now.
Yeah.
Right about when
we're leaving school and
venturing into that industry.
This is very me, but yeah,
it is very exciting. We might not even need to go to Sydney for uni.
That's kind of true.
Like if we can
just get jobs.
Yeah, we can get a job and then work our way up.
In the world.
However, I'm going to see how. I feel like I still need to do like a TAFE course after school. At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm walking here.
I'm working here.
I'm working here.
I'm working here at the WA Film Studio.
Another day without a sponsor. Very sad. Still waiting.
Still waiting for sponsor.
This episode is once again brought to you by us. Again, because we made the episode with our own money and no one's giving us any money. We're very poor. We don't have jobs now. We both
don't have jobs anymore.
You both don't have jobs anymore. I'm trying to finesse a job at MJ Bale through my dad. It's a big disaster.
You're just listing
no
things
one
now.
Wants to hire me because I'm just so amazing.
Because you're just so unemployable.
You're so amazing. You should do other stuff. You're just so amazing, Seb.
You're so great.
Seb, you're just the best.
Seb, no, that's Oscar.
If you want to sponsor our podcast, please shoot us a little email.
Just chuck us a little,
or maybe shoot us a little text.
Shoot us a little text.
Shoot us a little kiss as well.
You shoot us a little kiss.
That'll make our day. That'll make our hearts
flutter freely in the frind.
With butterflies in my tum-tum.
Butterflies in my tum-tum.
And I'll yearn for your sweet embrace.
Sweet embrace.
With money.
Money. Should we try and call Jack?
Oh yeah, Jack's fact.
Let's try and call Jack. We're gonna bust him. We're just gonna we're gonna attempt it. I mean, as far as I'm aware, Jack's contract was only for a year. The thing that he signed that we've talked about.
Yeah,
many
but
times.
he still works there. He likes working there as well.
Yeah, but hopefully on a Sunday.
Shut up, call Jack.
Call Jack. Call Jack. It's ringing.
Hello.
Oh my God, Jack. Jack.
You're on the podcast, Jack.
Jack, you're actually on the potty.
Oh, fuck.
You're on it right now.
Shit, Jack.
Give us a fact.
Jack, just do a fact.
Jack's
Jack's fact.
Come on.
You want a fact?
Yeah, bust it out right now. I'm sure you've got one on the top of your head. Anything. Doesn't matter if it's good.
Sometimes I feel like all you use me for is my facts, actually.
Yeah,
your body.
And your body.
It hurts.
Okay, fine. How are you today, Jack? How's it
how
going?
are you, Jack?
Fucking hurt.
Bro.
Oh, sorry, Jack. Oh, it's got so deep real fast. Jack, we just love you. Everyone on the pod, everyone who listens has missed you because the last episode you were on was back in like November. You know, we all just miss you so much.
You say that, but every call I get, it's just another fucking fact.
Oh no!
we just love your facts, Jack.
Hey, Jack. But
you want to know a fact?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to know a fucking fact?
Yeah, I want to know a fact, Jack.
I want to know a fact.
I quit.
Oh.
What?
You barely do it anyway. You know what? No.
He just hung up.
Oh my God, Jack just hung up. Call him back right now.
No. I
don't know if it was serious or not. I have no idea. I think it was a joke. You know what, Jack? You know what?
You're fired.
What?
You're fired, Jack.
I'm fired?
You're fired.
You're fired.
You can't quit because we're firing you.
You're fired. I'm taking over the podcast.
Oh, no. We don't have a job anymore.
Hey,
Welcome
Jack.
to Just Talking
Hey,
with
Jack. Jack. Facts don't care about your feelings. And let me just... Jack, the fact is I have feelings for you.
What?
Jack, I love you.
Jack, tell us the story.
I love you.
No, tell us the story, Jack.
Well, I was just minding my own business.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
I can't believe Jack just answered. That was funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
What are the odds? Maybe we'll get Jack's fact back. Who knows?
No, he just quit, bro. And we just fired him.
We quit and fired him. Maybe we'll draw up a new contract and we'll rehire him. Or his double quin. His twin. I don't know why I said double quin.
When we get the office, we should get a cardboard cutout of Jack.
Of Jack to pop up for Jack's fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe get him in like his ball suit or something.
Good plan.
I think that'll look really...
I think it will look very... Wait for it. I think it'll look very... Too, Seb.
Yeah, maybe even a little bit.
It could look... You're right. It actually could look a little bit.
Maybe even...
No, we're not playing the whole song. And on that note...
No, we're not done, are we?
What do you want about? This has been like... We've been going for like almost 50 minutes.
Are you McShitting me, bro?
I'm not McShitting you.
Oh my gosh.
Jack, oh man.
Time flies when you're having bam.
Time flies when you do it in a bam.
Yeah.
Sorry, mums.
Sorry, mum.
I've been Dan.
I'm always Seb.
He's always Seb. I noticed we just started doing that. But I've been Dan, I've been Seb.
Well, I'll see you next week.
See you next week, boss man. And all of you viewers. Goodbye.
See ya.
See you next week. Cheerio.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.